Hi, I'm Sherry McGill, and you're watching Lessons Learned. Well, hello there, and welcome back to Monday Quilt Chat. How's everyone doing? How was your weekend? Did you sew? Did you quilt? Did you cut something out? Did you embroidery, crochet, knit? Any of those things? Cross stitch? I used to cross stitch. I used to have a lot of things that I would even get framed, but I just don't have the patience for cross stitch anymore. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because my vision is not as sharp as it was for close-up. But I even have some cross stitch UFOs that I could work on, but I don't know. I'm not ready for that yet. Well, pretty good weekend here. Just a little bit of rain and a little bit of sunshine and a little bit of rain, a little bit of sunshine, kind of humid, hot mostly. The mornings are always kind of nice. They start out around here lately. They start out kind of sunny and breezy and warm, but not uncomfortable warm. Like if you was out, weeding the garden, you probably would sweat. But just to sit and get yourself going in the morning outside, I do that a lot. It's been pretty nice around here. So who knows? Maybe fall is on the horizon. We know it's got to show up eventually, don't we? Well, I got my rulers in that, who was it? Diane, maybe? Hope I'm not misquoting, but you can go back to Friday's video. Remember the quilt that I showed that had the wave quilting on it? She and I were talking on email, and the stencil company was what she recommended to me. And I don't even think I said the name of the company Friday, so sorry about that if you were looking to go there to look around, but it's called the Stencil Company. And I think I mentioned the shipping was kind of high, so I thought I'd go on Amazon, see if I could find something similar. And I did. I didn't find stencils, but I found quilting rulers. Now, I've never used rulers like with the ruler foot. I have one with this new machine that I could use, but I haven't used it yet to see how that works. But basically my plan would be to put this on with an with some sort of quilting pen, probably a friction pen, maybe chalk, I don't know. And I'm going to do that on this quilt. I think it's a perfect one and a perfect size to try something new, and this can't be hard. And those individual rows of the quilt are 4 inches, so I could put one of these wavy lines through the middle of each one of those, and then decide if I need more. I can always add more in there. But this was one ruler I got. It's called KL-Waves, and I can't remember the company. But if you go on Amazon and search quilting rulers curves, you'll find both of these. This one is an actual, it's from Handy Quilter. This is another version of a wave. Handy Gadgets, handyquilter.com, wave F as in Frank, 4 inch by 3/4, and then 4 inch by 1.5. That's the depth, I guess. Same thing on this one. Just says 10.5 inch. That's the length of this, but it doesn't say how wide it is between. But it does have guiding lines on the ruler, so that would give you the opportunity to just follow that down as far as where you place this under for the next row of curves. So I'm going to check that out. So thank you, faithful viewer that sent me this suggestion to do those curves. She thought I'd like it, and she was right. I got a new issue of Quilter. Well, actually, it's the first issue I've ever gotten. When I went to the Purdue Quilt Show, if you sign up to be a member of the American Quilter Society, you get discounts on stuff. Well, I get emails from them, and they send various things, events going on, and sometimes they'll direct you to somebody who has something on sale, or I don't know that I've gotten patterns there, but I think you can go on the American Quilter Society website, and if you are a member, you can access patterns. I think, don't quote me, it's called www.americanquilter.com. So this is the first one of these that I think maybe they just have it a couple of years. It's kind of like the same size of a American Patchwork and Quilting magazine, and there was some neat things in here. The membership, I think, is $25. There's like 2 levels. I think the lowest level is $25, and then there's another level that's, I want to say $35. Maybe it's 2 years. Like you get 2 years if you just pay $10 extra, which I probably should have done, but I didn't. I'm such a cheapskate on those memberships. Let's see. It talks about some patterns in here, some projects, some stories, and something that interested me is I got this magazine right after I posted the Monday Quilt Chat 2 weeks ago, I think it was, on red and green quilts. And I have to say, I felt really stupid later when I realized that Turkey Red is Turkey the country. One of the viewers sent a message, and they were very cordial about how they told me that it's Turkey the country, not Turkey the bird. Anyway, I was like, oh, how could I do that? One other person said something, but they were both very nice about it. But I wanted to show you, here it is. Did you know? Whole article on the history of red and green quilts. And there was something in here I did want to mention. It says, although the main colors were red and green on a white background, sometimes third and fourth colors like yellow or pink were added for details. The quilts had repeated blocks and usually a related border. There were regional variations. For instance, many red and green quilts made in the Northeast did not have borders, and some quilts made by women of German descent in the mid-Atlantic states had orange or yellow backgrounds. I thought that was interesting. Applique flowers can be found on many red and green style quilts, and the floral design usually consists of a basic unit such as a blossom or bud on a stem with leaves. They also used crosses, stars, wreaths, or rosettes. And on some quilts, a container-based design might represent a basket, pot, or urn. So there's more here. There's just a little bit more on it, but it was just this 2 pages. But look at those pretty red and green quilts. We may just have to make us one. Yeah. I don't know if there was anything else I was going to share with you in here. This is a whole lot like American Patchwork and Quilting, their layout. Oh, here's a pattern, Hunter's Canopy. Can't show you that, I don't think. That's a pattern with all the measurements of the yardage you need and how to cut the pieces. Be a nice fall quilt, wouldn't it? Here's another one. It's called Leafing Around. Like that. That looks easy. And here's one called Market Star. Wall hanging. It's a big wall hanging though, 72 by 72. I think that might be it. That I wanted to show you anyway. Oh, here's another quilt pattern. Actually, it has quite a few quilt patterns in it. Lollipop. This is called Lollipop. So if you want to become a member of the American Quilter Society for $25 a year, you can get this magazine and these patterns. I can't really share them with you, but I do want to call them since I am a member. I was looking in the beginning of the magazine where it shows all the editors and, you know, publishers and all of that, and it says patterns presented in this issue of American Quilter magazine may be copied for personal use only. Reproduction for resale or manufacturing is strictly prohibited. If you have questions, you can call this number. I'm thinking about calling that number and just trying to find out concretely, what can I as a YouTuber do with patterns that's legal when they're not my patterns? You know, it says you can make copies for yourself. Well, is that for yourself so that you can share it with your YouTubers, or because more than likely most of the rest of you aren't reselling, well, you could be, I guess, the quilt. Probably not likely somebody would try to sell a pattern. That'd be pretty bold. But anyway, I need to know. I need to know because I want to do the right thing always. And don't want to get anybody or myself in trouble. Here's another one. This one's called Chara Mums. Chara means joy and happiness in Greek. Colorful. That's red and green, isn't it? Trying to see if there's any other patterns in here. Yeah, I'm new to YouTube, really, in a sense. I mean, I've watched YouTube for a long time, but being a YouTuber presents some challenges. And here's another one. It's called For the Love of Churn. It's churn dash. It just shows it on the back of a woman. Looks very American Indian type design. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot. Here's another one. Here's a blue and white one. So these magazines are definitely going to go in my stack because there's a lot of good stuff in here. I mean, if you get this a couple times a year, you're going to end up with maybe 10 or 12 patterns. So that's way more than $25 if you were buying patterns, right? Anyway. Alright, my red and white. You know, I said I wanted to make a red and white quilt. I haven't done it yet. I'm still collecting, but my stack is getting there. I just want to have a lot to choose from for my little snowballs. I'm going to do snowballs. I've already decided. Do you think it's okay to mix this creamy background with these bright white ones? That's usually something that's bothered me in the past, but I seem to see it around a lot. So, please put in the comments if you think that's going to be okay. And quilt controversy. Not really. I bought these Tula pink solids. I forget what she calls them. Basic solids. Blenders. They're not blenders. They're very, well, I guess you could call it a blender, but there's no pattern on them. Aren't they pretty? I bought a whole, I don't have hardly any solids in colors. So I bought a whole half-yard stack. There's 3 more of these I got pulled out. And the quilt controversy is should we mix fabric lines? Like, should I get, Tula solids and only feel right about using Tula prints with them. I mean, I guess if you wanted Tula quilt, that's what you would have to do, right? Or am I wrong about that? I've got some fabrics here that are from Figo. Let me just show you one. They're just gorgeous. I love them. Look at that. And there's some others. I've showed these to you before, probably when I bought them. From Soya. Here's another one. Let me make sure I keep these in order because I wanted to show you something at the end. And then there's this one again, but it's a different colorway. Look at all that. I love that. That's my style, you guys. That's the stuff I like. And then there was this one. I liked it because it was kind of geometric, but not in a modern way. It's geometric in a quilting cotton way. So look what I've got here. Well, where'd it go? That goes here. This one goes on top. I just wanted to show you. So if I mix some Tula solids with this Figo line, look what a beautiful quilt that will make. Yeah? See those solids in there? I think I have to do it. And I'm thinking about making a big block quilt so I can showcase the fabrics. And honestly, I'm thinking about just doing 9.5-inch squares and spreading them out all through a quilt, a square quilt, maybe like a large wall hanging quilt or a back of the couch quilt type thing. I'm gonna do it. So tell me what your all's opinion is. If you had nice fabric like Tula, which many of you do, would you dare mix it with some other inferior fabric line? Now this is not inferior fabric. Let me read it all to you. It actually feels very good. This particular one is called Prosperity. Kindred Sketches by Kathy Daughtry. Figo Fabrics. F-I-G-O. No, it's Doughty. D-O-U-G-H-T-Y. Kathy Daughtry for Figo. 100% quilting cotton. Very nice. It, to me, you know, I love art gallery fabrics, and they have a certain feel to them. They're kind of like that, honestly. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. I still need some more opinions on another quilt along for September 1st. What is today? 8th, 9th? I forget. 8th. I've got 2 ideas from you guys first. I mean, my first request for this. So throw some ideas out, because I want to do another one September 1st. And how long do you want it to last? All right. So I think that's all I have for you in today's quilt chat. Thanks for listening to my jibber jabber. I hope you enjoyed or got something out of it. And please give me your opinions on everything. Nothing hurts my feelings. And I enjoy talking to you all in the comments. I really do. I really do. And I see a lot of you on Soya also, which is nice. We can chit-chat there some. And oh my goodness. Saturday, they had 2 yard cuts for $20. That's $10 a yard fabric. not out of this world crazy like $6 a yard they have on D-Stash on Saturday nights, but you can do so much more with a 2-yard cut. You can make blouses, you can make shorts, you can, you know, configure backings a little better. Yeah, of course, the more fabric you have, the more possibilities there are. You can do more bags, you can do bag sets, you know, with the inner bags and the queen purses and all that stuff. So, needless to say, I indulged. But I didn't buy anything on Saturday night D-Stash, so, but, yeah. Anyway, we're all going to go bankrupt, you guys. Please don't run your credit cards up. Be able to pay your credit card off or be able to pay for it out of your bank account. Don't rack up a big credit card bill buying fabric off of. So yeah, because this month they're having a little sale every single day. And just imagine if you drop $50 to $100 at least each time trying to get free shipping, you're going to have spent a lot of money this month, like probably more than you have. So, I don't know. Just be careful. I'm trying to be careful too. And I might have to just, when I get those notices to get on their live, to just say, nope, not today. Not today. All right. So, anyway, have a great week and try to sew something every day, a little something. Spend a few minutes because it's good for you. So I'll see you next time. Bye.